welcome to day
46.
46. Gratitude. I have much gratitude in my heart for this day. What we are going to attempt. We are slack packing and we're going to try and push through 24 miles today before 6 p.m. because 6 p.m. is the latest that the shuttle driver will come get us at the 24 mile mark. So if we can get there by 6, we're good. If not, then we'll have to do 21 miles. We'll see what today holds for us. It's a beautiful morning though. I just remembered something that I didn't do that I should have done. Knowing there's rain in the forecast, I forgot to bring my trash compactor bag for the inside of my pack to keep stuff dry in case it does rain, but it is what it is. And the good thing is today's basically an LADH. Who's got that one? Who's going to be the first one to figure that one out? What's that acronym mean? LADH. I'll give you a second. Long ass day hike. Yeah, so it's going to be a long ass day hike. So if everything does get wet, we have to do laundry tonight anyway. And we're in a hotel again tonight. So I can let things dry out, and I've been quite surprised that pretty much everything dries out overnight. Still so very grateful for my winter views. I will not be tired of this at all. Maybe part of the reason why I still feel like in my head I need to chase winter. I need to chase these temperatures. I need to chase the views. I need to chase these rocks. Yikes. But then, like, look at this. I'm surrounded by views of the mountains. You can see why this time of year is so magical. Yeah, I have to deal with some things that suck with cold weather. Sure, but I'd rather deal with cold weather suck than warm weather suck. Ooh, I see a stretch I can run. I'm gonna put this away. Jim, sweetheart, you asked me to be a little safer when I'm filming, so I'm gonna put this away before I start running. Love you, babe. While I'm thinking of it, people who live in this area of Marion, Virginia, Southern Virginia, is it pollen? Is the pollen out right now? Because my nose is so, my nose won't stop running. My eyes are super puffy. I look like someone hit me with a bag of rocks. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of my mentor, Steve. He used to say this thing when, if you weren't speaking clearly, or if you couldn't understand what somebody was saying, he'd say, get a mouthful of rocks or something. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, that just made me think of you, Steegey. I miss you, buddy. I really miss you. It feels like yesterday, and it feels so long ago at the same time. I don't know why. But you were the best, man. I love you. I hope you and Sue are having an awesome time in Florida being snowbirds. You were awesome to learn from. You were amazing and patient, and you gave me shit when you needed to give me shit. And you were always, how the hell am I supposed to get around that? Here we go. And you were always sensitive when you needed to be sensitive too. So I thank you for that. You taught me so much. Anyway, what I was wondering was, oh my gosh, this is how my mind works. It just bounces from one thing to another, and now you get full visibility to that. I'm sorry. My question was about the pollen, because I feel like there's something that's getting me, but I don't feel sick. That's the thing. Like, I don't feel like I'm coming down with anything. I just have this super runny nose and my eyes are all swollen, and I know spring is on my heels, so I just don't know if that's what this is all about. And Chief was sneezing a lot yesterday and today too, so maybe it is that. I don't even know if he has allergies. So anyway, if anybody knows, I'd be curious. I'm sure I could look it up online if I had internet, which most of the time I do not, which is why you have to wait for the videos. As I digress. Looks like quite the storm came through here. Looks like a lot of broken limbs and branches, and probably clearing that the trail maintainers have had to do. So thank you to the trail maintainers for cleaning this up. So far, if I had to rank trail maintenance by state, I would say Georgia is probably number one. And I'm guessing that part of that is necessary because of the enormous amount of hikers that they get that start on the AT. I think about 4,000 people start that trek on the AT each year, and only 25% actually complete it for a whole host of reasons, injury being probably one of the highest. And then everything else that you can imagine. Ill preparedness, funds. Anyway, I could fall into any one of those buckets. God willing, I don't, but you never know. Anyway, I would say that because they probably have the highest amount of AT through hikers, because it's so early on in the trail, my guess is that they have to keep that trail maintained as much as they do. So I'd say they're probably number one. Because I noticed a big difference when I got to North Carolina. Before the Smokies, I had a lot of falls and issues because trying to get over and around blowdowns. So again, I skirted back and forth between North Carolina and Tennessee so much that maybe part of the blowdowns are owned by Tennessee. So maybe we'll just do this. We'll say Georgia, number one for trail maintenance, and North Carolina and Tennessee tied for second place. And Virginia is yet to be rated until I complete the state. We're up around 4,000 feet right now. And as you can see, I got views to my left and I got views to my right. I got views to my left, views to my right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. There's a song, something to my left, something to my right. Stuck in the middle with you. What is that? Maybe I can make a tune with that. I feel bad for you people. You gotta listen to me singing hiking songs. Trying to get 12 by 12, which is a lofty goal considering we didn't start until almost 8 o'clock. Not sure exactly what time we started, but it was not at 7. So if we can get 12 by 12, then we should be able to get the other 12 by 6. Easy. Easy, I say. But we'll see. Thank you to the ATC and the Conorock Trail crew for keeping our trail beautiful. Hats off to you. And look at the crew. Here they are, hard at work, making the trail beautiful. Thank you all very much. I am a firm believer in saying thank you to people, especially trail maintenance, because a lot of times that's all volunteer. And so these good people are taking time out of their lives, and even if it's not volunteer, even if they are getting paid, I'm sure they're not getting paid much. And that is hard work. You saw those boulders. They're moving that stuff with their hands and with pulleys and things like that. That's no joke. So that people like me can walk on these trails. So hats off to you guys. Thank you, and thank you ATC. It's nice to see that money doing some work on the trail. Yay. Yes, it has turned into this day. So it's raining, it's cool. Oh well. What else is there to do on a rainy day but hike 24 miles? I ask you. You give me an answer for that one. Well, for me, there's nothing. What am I gonna do? Sit in a nasty hotel room with dead stink bugs? No. Nope. I'm gonna come out here and hike and chip away at those numbers to get to Katahdin. I'm hiking to Katahdin because after Katahdin, as early risers so aptly put it, is home. Home is on the other side of that mountain. So if that's not motivation, I'm not sure what is. That's a good one. Early riser, I love it. Hope you don't mind that I'm just sort of pocketing a lot of the stuff that you put out there and sharing it, because it's good shit. It's good shit. And I like it. Home is on the other side of Katahdin. So where am I going? I'm going to Katahdin. Bam! You can totally hear that buzzing, even over the rain. I don't even want to go near that. That's got to be damaging. That's beautiful, except for the power lines. Oh my God. I just want to get through here. Ugh. I don't like that. Holy cow, those are huge. I can hear the highway. It's making my head want to explode. Oh, that's a helicopter. But you can still hear the highway from here. It's just like gnawing on every nerve in my body. We all know how much Michelle loves listening to the highway. There it is. Wish I could walk quieter so you could enjoy the birds and not me walking. What's one way to destroy a beautiful view and landscape? The noise of a highway. Ugh. Just like permeates every cell in my brain and makes it scream. I love quiet and silence. I think maybe I've made my point. Still shooting for 12 for 12. I'm getting close. I'm gonna do it. I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I love walking along the road. People must think I'm fucking crazy. Like driving by. At least I don't have my full pack on today. Oh man. That's that beautiful highway. I think I'm gonna hit my 12 by 12, people. Whee! Oh, you don't even know how bad I would love to take a detour to that. Ah! Oh, you don't know. And there's my trail. So the sign reads, Headwaters Middle Fork of the Holston River, near early settlement known as Davis Fancy, 1748. Myth County, Virginia. It's kind of cool. And Davis Cemetery is up on the hill. The bird song is beautiful in here. Birds love rain. Woo! We did it! We did 12 by 12, baby. We did 12 miles in 4.5 hours. Seriously, we did 12 miles in 4.5 hours. That is freaking awesome, man. We just got 12 miles left in the rain. Chief's up ahead. He didn't want to wait for me to write 12 by 12 in the dirt. But he's just as pumped as I am. Believe me, we feel pretty freaking awesome right now. Woo! See, he put his arms up. He's stoked. Don't let him fool you. He's really stoked. He also hurt his shin running, but hopefully he's fine. What the heck am I supposed to do here? Climb over that thing? Oh, for goodness sake. This ought to be fun. We are a quarter of the way to freaking Maine. I can't believe it. Woo! We did it, Chief. We did it.
Yes, we did.
Get in there.
Quarter mile, people. We're making it happen. Not a quarter mile. Quarter of the way. What am I saying?
Hey, you did 12 miles by 12 today. You can say whatever the hell you want, man.
Hell yeah, let's get her done.
It's still good. We have a privy just on the side of the trail. You know what? You get to a point with the privy, you don't even care. So, it's got to be around 45 degrees. I can just tell because of the way how raw it feels in my bones. I know 40 degrees and rain, what that feels like. Anyway, probably not a great choice wearing shorts today, but here we are. I don't think I've ever felt this level of soaked before. Like, my running shorts are completely sopping wet and my skin is cold. I'm wearing a t-shirt under my coat and I'm cold. Trying to stay warm by moving fast and eating and hydrating because we don't want to stop because it's pouring out. Not sure how much further we have to go. I'm guessing probably at least, I don't know, 8 miles maybe. I gotta look though. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was getting really cold. I ate all my beef jerky, hoping that that protein would give me a real boost. And I was jogging along the trail to warm up. Wasn't working. Got to the point where I started to feel like I was going to shiver. And I know that that's a bad thing. And I know it's better to be wet and warm than cold ever. So I did not want to stop. I didn't have to take off anything. I did not want to stop to do anything at all because I was so cold. I was that cold. My fingers weren't working. It was cold. So I knew I had to stop. I did. I stopped. I put on my rain pants. I put on my alpaca. I had to take off my coat. So I was standing there in my short sleeve shirt, freezing. And I had to put my alpaca hoodie on. And I had to put it right side. It was inside out. Like I had to do all of this crap. Wet and wet. So you know what it's like putting clothes on when your skin is wet. It's impossible. So I did it. Then I put my gloves on. Because again, it's better to be wet and warm than cold ever. Because hypothermia will set in. This is a perfect fucking recipe for hypothermia today. Perfect. I'm telling you this for anybody coming up behind me or anybody doing any hiking. I read this book called The Last Traverse by Ty Gagney. It's a true story about two men that hiked Franconia Ridge in New Hampshire, and one of them died. And in that story, there's a piece where he says the experienced hiker was very physically fit. He was very lean and muscular. He's the one that died. He didn't have any body fat to help save him. I don't have any body fat right now. I mean, sure, my legs are jiggly, you know, whatever. But I really don't have a lot of fat right now on me. So I know that just because Chief's in shorts and he's comfortable doesn't mean that I should be in shorts. So I listened to my head. I stopped and I did what I needed to. And now I'm snug as a bug in a rug. Yeah, I'm soaked. It doesn't feel good, but I'm warm. And that's what matters. So this is for you. Learn from my lesson. It was almost a mistake, but it wasn't, because I knew what I needed to do and I did it. You know when you need to layer up. No matter how much you don't think, you're like, oh, I only got a mile left. I only got a couple miles left. You may not get those couple miles if you start getting hypothermic. And then you're in trouble. So listen to your body. Listen to that little voice inside you saying, I know I should do this, but I don't want to. Just do it. Just do it. Layer up. Get warm. And then hike out your hike. Okay? Beautiful even in the rain. I look at all these fields and whatnot in Virginia, and I can't help but wonder, after talking to my dad, the history that might have taken place in some of these areas relative to the Civil War. And a correction from the other day. I know I said my dad's a Civil War buff, and then I read the thing about the Revolutionary War. So I do realize the difference. I didn't realize it was going to be about the Revolutionary War until I read it. I assumed it was about the Civil War. Anyway, you do wonder, like, how much history there was here in that time. You know, I'm walking along this path with these big trees lining it, like, was this somebody's walkway or something? Anyway, kind of cool. It's like 3 or 4 miles left. I'm done for today. I'm done. I'm cold and wet. Well, I'm not entirely cold. I'm fine. But I'm cold and wet. And I'm tired. And I'm just done. This country of ours is so beautiful. Seems like some of the rain is starting to leave, which is very awesome. We just got a couple miles left. You can see the sky clearing up over there. We came down from all of that. I don't know which direction or what, but we hiked a lot of that. Look at this. Look at the sky. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, God, this country is amazingly beautiful. So Chief and I, now that we are in the home stretch of this day, are quite pleased with ourselves, wouldn't you say?
I would say.
We did 3 things today that are pretty amazing for us. What's number 1?
You asking me?
Yeah. First thing we did,
we hit a quarter of the way.
First thing we did was actually, we did 12 miles before 12 o'clock. We did 12 miles in 4.5 hours before 12. So we did 12 by 12. And then, yes, Chief, we hit the quarter of the way mark, which is huge. And today's our first 24-mile day.
That we're going to have done in 8.5 hours.
That we will have done in 8.5 hours. So we're feeling pretty pleased with ourselves. We may reward ourselves with doing laundry. Yep, that's a way to celebrate. And I don't know, maybe McDonald's, Sonic, Wendy's, I don't know. Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot, I don't know. I don't know if we'll have time. For those of you who know, I'm quoting Will Ferrell from Old School there. Because I love Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Anyway, yeah, we're a little euphoric right now because it stopped raining, of course, because Chief predicted that. Didn't you?
Yep.
He's like, you watch, it'll stop raining when we're almost done. Sure enough, it did. You got to see these views. Look at that. This is the other side of the mountain. So I showed you the pastures. We just came over this mountain, and this is on the other side. More pastures, more farms. Oh my gosh. Virginia, you're bringing it. It's so beautiful. Recording this. Do not fall.
That's a fucking steep one here.
Yes, that's why I'm recording. Be careful. Look at the shit they make us go through. Look at this shit. This is not easy. Oh man. And it started raining again. So I took my phone out. Hey, that's why I bought this stupid OtterBox thing. It's the biggest, most obnoxious protective case, but guess what? I can pull my phone out in the rain, and I did go with the screen protector, only because of this trip. Look at that old barn, isn't that cool? Even. And here we are back up on the mountainside looking down at the river. It's so beautiful. Look at these pastures, more farms. I'll tell you, I think my brother and sister-in-law would love it here with the farms and stuff. They have a beautiful farm up in Maine. I've never heard that bird before. Beautiful. We're like the Energizer bunnies. We're still going. There was a sign a ways back saying that a lot of this is through people's land. Have to be mindful of that and stay on trail. It's so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty.